The Pittsburgh Steelers will report to St. Vincent College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania for training camp on Wednesday, with a few new faces joining the team since mandatory minicamp. One of those new faces will be familiar, with TJ Watt joining the Steelers fresh off a new contract extension after he skipped minicamp. There were no concerns from the Steelers staff about Watt not showing up, with outside linebackers coach Denzel Martin affirming that they knew what was still working. Appearing on the Pat McAfee show on Monday, Watt's brother JJ said that TJ was grinding all offseason. "He's in a great spot. I know he feels extremely good. He's been training his ass off," JJ said. "He's in a good spot. He's really excited about camp. He's looking forward to being back with the boys. It's gonna be great." The Steelers will be just as glad to see Watt as he will be to get back into the fold. The most productive pass rusher since he entered the NFL in 2017, Watt is looking to rebound after a season that saw him only register 11.5 sacks, his lowest total in a full season since his rookie year. With Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, and Derek Harmon joining Pittsburgh's defense, it should be an improved unit. What will be key to the unit's success, particularly getting after the passer? Watt admitted last offseason that he gradually ramps up his workouts now as the offseason goes on to keep his body right, and it sounds as though he's in a really good spot heading into training camp. Watt has always had a strong work ethic, and his offseason workout regimen has always been key to his success. So, even though he was away from the team this offseason, he was making sure to put in the work necessary to succeed in 2025. After a slow second half of the season in 2024, Watt likely wants to go out and prove that he's still one of the best pass rushers in the league. It's no surprise to hear he's worked extremely hard this offseason to try and do anything in his power to make that happen. He was recently working out with Nick Herbig, and the two will have the chance to hit the field together with the rest of the Steelers for the first time on Wednesday. Pittsburgh's defense has a lot of potential this season. Watt returning to his elite form can bolster the unit to make them one of, if not the best, in the league. During his 8 seasons in the NFL, TJ Watt has established himself as one of the best at his position. He's already compiled over 100 sacks and 30 forced fumbles. Watt is a true game wrecker. Because of that, former Steelers corner Bryant McFadden put Watt on his list of active players who will make the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's had a Hall of Fame career, and he's continuing to add to that, McFadden said recently on CBS Sports HQ. "When you talk about being Hall of Fame worthy, I feel like, at some point in time throughout your prime years, you have to be considered one of the best players at your position." And we know he's been considered one of the best players at his position. Not to mention, winning a Defensive Player of the Year award and being in the close running for that multiple times. While Steelers fans hope that Watt has several solid years left in him, if he walked away today, he should be inducted into the Hall of Fame one day. Watt's resume speaks for itself. He's a 4-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, and 1-time Defensive Player of the Year. He also shares the record for most sacks in a single season. Compare Watt's accomplishments to those of Julius Peppers, a former NFL edge rusher inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. Peppers played from 2002 to 2018. In that time, he posted 159.5 sacks and 52 forced fumbles. Also, he was a 3-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Peppers was a first-ballot Hall of Famer, and while he had great longevity, Watt has similar accolades to him. Add in that Watt actually won DPOY, and he shouldn't have to wait long to get inducted. Hopefully, he can continue playing at a high level for a few more years, further solidifying his status. McFadden's list also included a few other Steelers, such as Cam Hayward, Aaron Rodgers, and Jalen Ramsey. Rodgers is an easy choice, with his career almost wrapped up. Despite what some people think of him, he'll easily get into the Hall of Fame. Hayward should also find himself immortalized in Canton, Ohio one day, too. His case isn't as bulletproof as Rodgers or Watt's, but he's been one of the best defensive linemen in the league for years. While he might not be a first-ballot entry, he should get the call eventually. Ramsey has the weakest case of any of the Steelers on McFadden's list. He's been one of the best corners in the league, but he's also had a few down years. He's a 3-time first-team All-Pro and a 7-time Pro Bowler. While he makes an interesting case, another year or two of great play would give him a much stronger argument. Luckily, he's still only 30, so he could have some gas left in the tank. Before the Dallas Cowboys had their newly formed receiver duo of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, Amari Cooper was a key piece for them on the outside. With the start of the 2025 season just around the corner, one AFC contender has been tossed out as a possible landing spot for the 5-time Pro Bowler. Cooper arrived in Dallas in 2018 via trade with the then Oakland Raiders. He quickly built a strong connection with Dak Prescott, resulting in him putting up some of the best numbers of his NFL career. He racked up multiple 1,000-yard seasons in Dallas, along with landing Pro Bowl honors in 2019. Since the Cowboys traded Cooper in 2021, he's had stints with the Cleveland Browns and Buffalo Bills. However, with training camp set to begin this week, he remains on the free agent market. While breaking down the best NFL players still available, Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox touched on the Pittsburgh Steelers being a team that could pursue him. Also read, Cowboys standouts named among NFL's top homegrown duos, Cooper would be a sensible target for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are going all in on the 2025 season with quarterback Aaron Rodgers, Knox wrote. Pittsburgh acquired wideout DK Metcalf early in the offseason, but also traded receiver George Pickens after the draft. Cooper, 31, is coming off a down year in 2024. Across 14 appearances for the Browns and Bills, he totaled just 547 yards and 4 touchdowns. That said, he isn't far removed from being a highly productive receiver. Back in 2023, Cooper landed Pro Bowl honors after notching 1,250 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Browns. After signing Aaron Rodgers in the offseason, the Steelers are all in on making a run at a Super Bowl this season. Taking a flyer on Cooper would give the 4-time MVP an array of established veterans to throw to between him, DK Metcalf, and Robert Woods. Also read, former champion sets high bar for new-look Cowboys offense. As for the Cowboys, they are gearing up for a new era at receiver. Lamb has established himself as one of the top players at his position and now has a viable threat alongside him again. Heading into a contract year, Pickens will be looking to put all the off-field drama behind him and prove he can be a productive contributor on a good team. Given his track record in the NFL, it's likely a team rolls the dice on Cooper at some point this year. For more Dallas Cowboys and NFL news, head over to Newsweek Sports.